Mueller and his prosecution is probably more the Kenneth Starr and Clinton than it is the special prosecution of Richard of Watergate.
The White House Drug Policy Office, which I lead, our ability to be successful is dependent on the president. We serve him, and we're putting together the comprehensive drug strategy that the president is going to put out probably early next year. And that's support and engagement from him, from Attorney General Sessions, from Tom Price, from Secretary Kelly before he moved to his current job, his Secretary of Education DeVos. It's really an all-hands-on-deck moment. This is the crisis. There is a sense of urgency. I feel pressure, and I welcome the pressure because the people should ask the government to do more, and we're doing more. We're responding to that need. This is an urgent priority.
She's known as the Mad Caster. Crazy creative concoctions, casts, her canvas, all whipped up by hand.
Mostly permanent markers and paint pens for the decor.
Here at the HSC Pediatric Rehab Center in Northeast, physical therapist Amanda Hall uses her talent to help replace sadness with smiles.
I hope it makes them feel special because they're getting something custom and something that's designed just for them.
Like this old school Air Jordan sneaker for 15-year-old Deontay Batts.
I ain't never seen nobody make a cast like this. All the colors, the straps, I got the straps on there.
He said they're icy.
That's cool for all you lay people out there. Hall's Instagram account is hoppin' these days, spattered with icy concoctions like an Everlast boxing glove, Kanye West's popular Yeezy boots, Dolce & Gabbana wedges, Nikes, Adidas, Mini Uggs, LeBrons, Star Wars characters like BB-8 and R2-D2, and Spider-Man.
We have a lot of infants who haven't gone home yet. They've gone from NICU to our special care nursery, and so a lot of the firsts are different than the parents were expecting. So their first pair of shoes might actually be splints.
But Hall says she wouldn't consider herself artistic.
This is sort of developed with my casting skills.
Just passionate.
I love alignment of the foot and alignment for function, but it's also important that the child and the family are excited about the cast.
Remember that big, chunky plaster cast, perhaps with some autographs across it you had as a kid? Well, what physical therapists get to work with these days? Far cooler.
Materials have progressed a lot over the years. The older cast, you're thinking, initially there was plaster, and then fiberglass was really common. Now we use a kind of a combination. Today on her cast, we're going to use a combination of soft casting material with fiberglass to reinforce it.
There's no extra charge for her clever ideas, and Hall is always looking for inspiration.
If they have a Hello Kitty shoe on one side, I'll put a Hello Kitty on their cast.
Ready to try any design.
And then we're going to align the cast.
Even if she has to look it up.
You have to be really up on your pop culture.
I use Google.
In Northeast Washington, Melissa Millay, News 4.
This is called the Hart Hearing Room, the second floor of the Hart Senate building. This is as much a theater as it is a hearing room. This is the space in which James Comey will sit on Thursday. This is the witness table. And inside this cavernous hearing room are dozens and dozens of seats for spectators. And if you move past those seats, you see, lined horizontally, several tables for media, for press. There will be press throughout this room when James Comey takes his seat. And up here, you can see there's special vantage points for cameras. Now, there'll be a row of dozens of cameras, not just our News 4 camera here, when this begins, 10 a.m. Thursday morning. And this grand hearing room has had historic hearings in the past. The confirmation hearings for Supreme Court Justices John Roberts, Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, and most recently, Neil Gorsuch. The dais here at which the senators sit is sprawling. This is the Democratic side. On the other side of the hearing room, you find the Republican side. In the middle will be the chairman, Richard Burr of North Carolina, and the ranking member, Mark Warner of Virginia. They'll be about 10 to 15 feet away from where James Comey sits at the witness table. There are so many hidden pockets to these hearing rooms. We're on the right side of the hearing room, and there are these rafters behind the wall in which photographers and members of the media and congressional staff can come and get an in-person view over the proceedings. An in-person view of a hearing that'll be broadcast all across the world. At the U.S. Senate, Scott McFarland for NBC News.